Flushing it after rape, is it an abortion? That's the question. I want to ask you that. Is it? No, I'm putting this question to you. If a situation like that happens and the child is taken to
you are preventing pregnancy.
And you are preventing, but hey, is it an abortion? It's never an abortion.
Abortion is illegal except if the life of the woman is involved.
Even the law does not. Even the law is not absolute.
Don't be surprised. Your daughter will go for abortion and you stand on the right that yes, I have the right to go for abortion.
She has the right to go. Yes.
If you have been following this heated conversation, get ready for the concluding part of The Divide as our experts talk more on abortion, keep or delete.
You are a medical doctor, and I'm happy that the medical board are listening to you and they are listening to any other.
Are you trying to threaten me?
No, I'm not. No, why would I threaten you?
Are you threatening my license?
It's not a threat. No.
Okay,
I'm not threatening
I want
you.
to see where you are.
No, I'm not threatening you. You asked me a fair question, and I'm supposed to have the
I hope you know that the National Judicial Council is also listening to you.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So let's keep it going.
So you see, my own point, of course, before the interjections, which is not what I really like, is the fact that that the life of the woman is in danger has to be an objective test.
How do you prove my objectivity? You're trying to question the objectivity of a healthcare professional.
Whatever it is that you took into consideration before arriving at the fact that, okay, the life of this woman is in danger, therefore, let me help her with this procedure, or the life of this woman is not in danger. For example, just like when the pastor goes to play away, and a woman takes in, the woman is supposed to give birth to that child.
Exactly. See, that is just the truth. That is just the truth. That is just the truth. Let me tell you.
Is that a child, the life of the child, when the doctor can establish that the life of the child objectively, when the life of the child,
the life of the mother,
yes, it is not murder.
That's our law in Nigeria. That's our law in Nigeria.
A pregnancy from rape is a curse.
I do not think a pregnancy from rape is a curse, because I suppose I have to agree with him in a way, and it annoys me that I have to agree with him in a way, when he said that you don't know what the child could become, which is why I'm annoyed that I'm going with him with what he said. So truly, that child could turn out either ways. That child could turn out fantastic. The child could turn out, as a nuisance. So
Jethro in the scripture is another example.
Yeah, I want to go with the subject at hand.
Son.
My own point. Why?
But he was the one that actually liberated his people.
No, I'm not going. Like I said, I'm angry. I went with you.
I'm an evangelist, Ayodele Ogumiwa. I'm also a pastor, a teacher of the Word of God, and also an entrepreneur. It is not completely a cause. If a rape situation happens, I think there is a measure that needs to be taken. Then after taking that measure, and at the end of the day, the pregnancy comes up, as far as I'm concerned, if you are closer to God and you pray, it can become a blessing. We have cases in the scripture like that. When Jethro was rejected by the entire family, at the end of the day, was one that was brought back to liberate the family later. So I think a case of rape resulting to pregnancy, after doing some other things to prevent it, I think if you are closer to God and you pray, it can become a blessing as far as I'm concerned.
A pregnancy is a curse and a pregnancy is a blessing, depending on the mental capacity of the person that is raped. If you were raped and after the rape, there is no mental destruction, you don't have depression, there's no PTSD, you're still able to handle the fact that, I was raped, but there is still more to life. Then you get pregnant. Maybe if you're looking for a child for about 11 years or so, you might have to compel your mindset that, this is a blessing. Why take it off? For 11 years, I don't have a child. Though that will not take out the fact that the cost will come in. Like anytime you are down, this child, I wish he had a father. I wish he was made out of love. I wish I wish will come to thy kingdom come. That's the cost part of it.
My name is George Uchendu. I'm popularly known as Dr. George, the talk doctor. I'm a medical doctor and I play in the health communication space. For the purpose of this conversation, I'm a medical doctor and health communications expert. If you look at the actual situation of pregnancy from rape, it's easy to say that it's a curse because it's not a situation that you prepared for or you even would ever imagine happening to you. However, whatever it is you turn from that situation, how you manage yourself mentally, physically, and as the case may be, whatever you decide to do would now determine if it is a blessing or a curse. You can decide that, yes, a bad thing has happened, and you decide that bad thing will not define you or will not become who you are, and you make the best out of it. So for me, it's in between, neither here nor there.
I'm an anti-rape advocate, gender activist, and I see a lot of women who were raped. Scientifically, they have said that the mood of the mother actually affects the child. If you are in a depressive state throughout your pregnancy, the probability of that child growing up to have depression is very high. Now you have been raped and you are pregnant. There's no way you're in the whole world you are going to be happy, no matter the circumstances, because you know that what brought about the child is not something that you look forward to. It's going to be a scar. I'm a rape survivor, so there's no way you remember how you were raped and you feel happy. So now having something that will constantly remind you of something that you would want to forget, no matter how beautiful the child is, no matter how brilliant the child is a constant reminder of what has happened, something that you did never wish for. So I do not believe it's a blessing.
For me, it's a difficult one. Under no condition or under no earth should anybody justify the action of rape. But there are times when, because of the sanctity of life, the child turns out well. Ellen Paul is a famous example. She is here on the face of the earth to put smiles and laughter on the faces of a lot of people. And she's an advocate too, to an extent of that point.
That is only one of so many.
Understandable. See, that's the one that we both know.
No, you do not use.
That's the one that no. That's the one that we both know. I know of others who, with counseling, and again, we cannot totally wish away the role of some other professionals. Sometimes it's the pastors that do the magic. Sometimes it is the psychologists that do the magic, the psychiatrists that do the magic. So with a nice combination of such professionals, we can have situations where these people, rape people who would rather have been suicidal, they can transit to normal life. And the fruit of the rape can actually really turn out well eventually. So I'm not trying to in any way, shape, form, guys, justify the action of rape or pregnancy that results from rape. But I'm saying that there can be second chances in this world, both for the mother and for the child.
When you use the operational word both, it is enabling. Yes. So whether you accept that rape is justified or not, but you have used that word both.
See, I have to use the word both because in this life, we should not be total 100% absolutists. To every rule. Wait. I'm not being absolute.
Exactly.
You say a woman who takes it.
Wait. No. You can hear me. No, wait. No. You can't say that. Can you let me reventilate myself? In case you missed the part of the memo. So let me recap it for you. Okay. In Nigeria, the position of the law is that yes, abortion is illegal except if the life of the woman is involved.
Even the law does not. Even the law is not absolute.
Yes, the law is not.
Nigeria should legalize abortion.
Nigeria should not do beyond what it is presently doing when it comes to the legal aspect of abortion. I think that the law is sufficient when it says that, when it made exceptions generally across the country, that if the life of the woman is involved, then maybe the right to life of the child should be derogated from. So I feel that that should continue to carry the day, because yes, there is a lot of enlightenment going on, and when I say enlightenment in quotes, because a lot of countries, a lot of NGOs are coming into the country and financing Nigerian, in quotes, NGOs and all. They are coming in with movies, they are coming in with other means and instruments of practically deleting our culture and amending our culture and selling their ideologies. The day we lose our culture, whether gradually, 1 inch at a time, that is the day we lose our identity, and that is the day we cease to be humans. We are as good as being replaced by total dumb robots.
Nigeria should legalize abortion, really. We should not have an option to escape from situations we could not control. I shouldn't be caged by the laws of my country. Morally, physically, anycally you could think of. I should not be caged to an option when I could have so many options. Yes, Nigeria should legalize abortion so that unfortunate pregnancies can be taken out of the way. Thank you.
In this case, I put it to the law to say that that law that has been put initially was under no circumstance. Then it was allowed to say that if the woman's life is at stake, then that is already creating an allowance. I put it to you that that law, or whatever law that is created around abortion, is human beings that created this law from a place of religious and cultural bias. A lot of what you have heard already is coming from a place of cultural bias, religious bias. Now, what we have in the street is that a majority of Nigerian women, girls, are dying because they don't want to be seen as a certain way by the society. We are losing potential bank CEOs. We are losing potential probably governors, probably presidents, because they are trying to avoid societal stigma. But as a medical person, I am looking at the two. If I am put in a situation where I have to save one, I know where I will tilt to. I said it earlier. Statistics show that in countries that introduced safe abortion mechanisms, the rate of maternal mortality, the rate of abortion came down.
Let me come in there.
The same way I will also say that countries that introduced sex education, which Nigeria is now trying to do, the rate of illicit sex.
Do you know why it reduced in those countries?
Okay.
It's because they made arrangement for like, if you have unwanted child, the government will take full responsibility of that. No, that is one of the things that reduced it.
It is most certainly not.
Let me explain why I said so.
What you don't know, you cannot.
In some part of those countries, now you can say, my child, I don't have the capacity to take care of this child. The government will take the full responsibility. But in our country, listen to me. Let me explain to you now. In our country, instead of legalizing that abortion, the government, before you can legalize abortion in country like Nigeria, there must be, the government should be ready to take control of whoever the victim of an unwanted child.
They won't give us rights. One deliver of rights.
No. It has to be. Because if you legalize it in Nigeria, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Your daughter will go for abortion and you stand on the right that, yes, I have the right to go for abortion.
She has the right to go. Yes.
As much as possible, I've held myself back from making this platform a platform to give nitty-gritty legal education, because I know that a lot of people in the audience are actually listening to us. So I didn't want to go into what is different between literal interpretation and sui generis. That you true, because I didn't want to now make it a contest of illegal battle. The difference between defilement as an offense and rape as an offense in Nigeria is that rape involves an unconsenting adult. But with defilement, it doesn't matter whether the person consented or not, so long as the person is a child. That's the difference. And this is a matter that I've litigated. So I've litigated from high court level to court of appeal level. No. Okay. Yeah, maybe both. Can be both. But it is more of defilement because he was coming from the angle of probably consent.
Statutory rape.
Wait.
You can't give consent.
He's probably coming from the angle of
she can't give consent. She's 13.
Your child was raped and gets pregnant. Would you abort or leave the baby?
Let me just.
If your hands are up or not.
Let me explain now. See, what is asking is.
That means your hands are up, oh. Your hands are up, oh.
If she gets raped, or if she's pregnant through rape.
If there's an abortion, there's pregnancy now.
Is it every rape that results to pregnancy? That's what I'm asking. Not all rape that results to pregnancy. That's what I'm saying. You see, not all rape. Wait now.
Pastor.
Number one.
Because they do like this.
Number one. I'm a married man. Okay. And you can never see me give room for any. I don't give room for that.
Right? You don't give room for what exactly?
For even being tempted by another lady, another small girls or whatever.
For big girls.
But no.
Okay. I mean.
Let me explain where I'm going to you. I said something initially. Yeah. Not all rape that leads to pregnancy.
Yes, we agree.
It is the right of the parent. If it happens, God forbid, if it happens, take your child to the hospital. Let everything be evacuated to prevent not even.
What is that process of evacuation?
Okay, you are a you are a doctor.
Okay.
If it happens immediately, it is a seed that is possibly it can germinate and it cannot.
Okay.
Check it.
Yes.
You still have the right. You can take her to the hospital for to get flushed.
Evacuate.
Yes.
To get flushed.
Take the fetus out.
Just
take out the fetus.
No, not because of the pregnancy alone.
Okay.
No, completely.
Okay, the pregnancy.
Through that, the child can have HIV and every other disease.
Flushing of pregnancy from the flushing of.
It's different.
Okay, so for what you are saying, doctor, we will only flush.
Okay, let me now ask you. You are a medical. Is it an abortion? Flushing it after rape, is it an abortion? That's the question. I want to ask you that. Is it? No, I'm putting this question to you. If a situation like that happens and the child is taken to
you are preventing pregnancy.
And you are preventing, but hey, is it an abortion? It's never an abortion. Is it an abortion?
Sir.
These are two different things.
Sir.
We are talking about abortion.
Sir.
Hold on, please, doctor. Please, doctor. Now, for instance, you take the child for the flushing, and the flushing now goes awry. The seed that was supposed to be flushed
refuses to go.
That's the truth.
That means
I will never be involved. I would rather try as much as I can to make sure I safeguard the brain and the mental health of my child.
Okay, that's fine.
That's okay.
So
granted.
And I have a 19-year-old son.
Because this is real life stuff.
Who doesn't know who is still a virgin as a man?
Yeah.
Even though I have permissive parenting, do you understand me? He knows he has choices. I have given him these choices, but he decides that this is the choice I want to make. See, we need to build these frameworks. We need to build these things because the truth of this thing is that young boys, young girls are having sex.
Period.
Married women are having sex.
Outside and inside.
And married people have been in a situation whereby I have 4 children and the 5th one I didn't want.
I have seen that a lot.
I didn't want it. But because I grew up as a Catholic, I was very skeptical
yes.
of going to have an abortion. I had a miscarriage. But if I always ask myself, if I had a 5th child, it would have been very, very cumbersome for me. Do you understand me? So I think in situations like this, it was my husband that impregnated me, not as if I brought the pregnancy from outside. So what I'm trying to say in essence is this: we should be realistic about these choices. We are not saying that it's a carte blanche ticket for people to go on promiscuity spree. No. Even I've realized that people who are giving choices, this kind of informed choices, make
better decisions.
Yes.
They make better decisions.
Exactly what we're trying to say, or what he was trying to say.
Yeah, but what we are trying to say too
Now,
is
let me answer
we
the question.
shouldn't just encourage abortion.
They say that there's no smoke without fire, and a man that lies down with dog will definitely wake up with flies around him.
What prompts you to just wake up in the morning and say, I want to do DNA?
Is it not enough that this person look like the father? This
Okay,
one doesn't look like the father.
you cited an instance. The first child was not.
Yes, it's not his.
The last.
It's not his.
And someone is talking about forgiveness. A woman who is intentionally doing that, what is he doing? What does she wish for that man?
And she never still.
She can kill the man.